Now is our plan. Fly all the way to Australia and fight in pound for pound king backyard with Volkanovski. Let's do it. We know we're gonna finish this guy. Let's go. I'm ready.
The only, the notorious
Forecast. I'm Joseph, the host of the UFC Forecast. Got the Red Solo Cup with me. No co-host Loaf tonight. I'm going to give you the final predictions. Make sure to smash the like button. Suplex the subscribe button. Really appreciate that support. We have some best bets on here, so stay tuned till the end. Make sure to drop your parlays below in the comments. Just put hashtag UFC Forecast. I'm interested to hear your guys' parlays. And if any of them hit, I'll put them in the early prediction video next week at UFC Vegas 69. Let's kick it off with the lightweight championship bout between Islam Makhachev, Alexander Volkanovski. We're still on Makhachev here.
Alhamdulillah.
I was playing it by submission, but he's saying he wants to go for that knockout. I know it's all talk. At the end of the day, he's going to go back to the wrestling. He's going to get Volkanovski down on the ground just like Ortega did. I can't see him getting that knockout, though. It could be a ground and pound, but I'm leaning submission still. I really am. 240 on Betway Sportsbook. I did change the Platinum Hammer to Islam by finish, but at the end of the day, I really think he goes back to the ground, resorts to the wrestling. The submission ability for Islam's very high. I know Ortega's BJJ's better, but the submission ability in Islam, it's a lot better than Ortega's was. If he gets him in that kind of situation, you know, on the ground, in a rear naked choke, arm triangle, it's game over. Islam's going to get this one done, so let's smash that. Islam by finish inside the distance. It's the safest play, but let's get it done by submission. That's what I want to see. And next up, we got the shoey bet. I'm going to take a big swig for this one here. We got Yair Rodrigues, Josh Emmett. And I'm on Josh Emmett. I think his striking's going to be much more powerful. He's going to get Rodrigues bloodied up here. He's going to win it on the judges' scorecards by decision. Play this one over 2.5. That's the best bet here, honestly. Since Los on Yair, I'm on Josh. One of us is going to be doing a shoey bet, so stay tuned for that. A lot of people were showing love for his lock of the week, Yair Rodrigues, on Instagram. I'll pull that up. Thanks, MMA Jesus and Legendary MMA Locks. Really appreciate that support, guys. But I'm on Josh Emmett here. He's my dog of the week. Hopefully I'm wrong, though. I'd love to see Loaf go 8 in a row. He's killing it. He's on one hell of a streak right now. But if I lose, I'm doing a shoey. If Loaf loses his streak, he's going to be doing a shoey. This one's going to be fireworks. I see this one going the distance. It's going to go either way. This is a very close fight. Yair's striking is very talented. He mixes it up very good. His kickboxing's very good. His kicks, very deadly. But Josh Emmett, I think he avoids that. He's going to play this one smart. Much more powerful strikes. And I can see Josh mixing in the wrestling here. Getting the control time for the judges. They're going to love to see that. And next up, we got Della, Maddalena against Randy Brown, 350 underdog. And Randy Brown, he gave the finger to the crowd at the press conference. Della, Maddalena, on the other hand, he's calm, cool, collected. Says he's going to get that knockout. 190 Betway Sportsbook. I might be looking to put a sprinkle on that, put it on some parlays. I definitely think it hits. His last couple fights were knockouts in the first round. He has powerful strikes. Mixes it up good to the body. I can see him getting Randy Brown out of there in the second or third round. Loaf agrees with me on this fight. Yeah, it's Della, Maddalena. Ride or die in this fight. He's going to get this one done by knockout. That's my final prediction. And next up, we got the slight favorite, Justin Tafa, against Parker Porter, $2. He's dropped 10 cents. He was at 210, and me and Loaf were all over him. We're still all over him here. He has a very good output, good stamina. He's going to be all over Tafa with the strikes in the second and third round. The first round, it's going to be close. Tafa's going to come out there, guns a-blazing, swanging and banging, but I can't see him finishing Parker Porter in this one. He's only lost to high-level guys like Jailton Almeida. First round finish by submission there. Tafa has no submission ability. So Parker Porter on the judges' scorecard, he's going to get this one done with a lot more volume, a lot more strikes. And next up, me and Loaf disagree on this one too. I got Alonzo Menifield by knockout here, 250. He's dropped slightly against the hometown favorite, Jimmy Crute. Jimmy Crute lost to Anthony Smith, lost to Jamal Hill, tough guys. But Alonzo Menifield, he has the power in the hands. He's going to get this one done by knockout, in my opinion. I know Loaf, he's siding with Jimmy Crute. He's taking Jimmy Crute for the finish inside the distance. But this is a tough fight to come back. 1 year layoff, you know, it's not that long of a layoff, but he's coming back after 2 knockout losses to fight a tough striker and Alonzo Menifield. I'm going to lean with the underdog in this spot. I see a lot of other people taking him too. And make sure to smash the like button, suplex the subscribe button. Really appreciate that support. Make sure to join the Patreon page. You'll get early access to all of our bets. It's only $5 a month. So we had 4 cards this week. You would have had a ton of bets. You would have made a bunch of money. The Platinum Hammer's been crushing it. And you would have seen some switches we made. Like we had Islam for submission. We switched it to inside the distance to be a little bit safer. Line movement. We were on Melsik, Baghdasaryan. A little treat there. He was an underdog. Now he's a favorite. So you would catch line movement. The Platinum membership is the way to go. And now we're on to the prelims. Me and Loaf only had 2 disagreeing on the main card. And we also have 2 disagreeing on the prelims, so stay tuned for those. Next up, we got Tyson, Pedro, and Modestas, Bukauskas. Bukauskas is coming back to the UFC, and he's a big underdog here. He wasn't too successful in the UFC. He got finished by Khalil Roundtree by a leg kick. He went to Cage Warriors, picked up 2 wins. He's back against Tyson Pedro, who I think is going to get it done by knockout, but inside the distance is a great play. He's definitely a good parlay piece. Me and Loaf both agree on him here. I know his last 2 fights were wins over Ike Villanueva and Harry Hunsucker. 2 first-round finishes there by knockout, but this is another fight where Bukauskas, he has a questionable chin, coming back to the UFC where he wasn't successful. Pedro definitely gets this one done by finish. I was going to say by knockout. It's definitely a good play if you want to put some juice on it, but inside the distance is definitely a safe play here. You know, he has some sneaky submission ability. Yeah, we want to play it safe this week. We want to make sure we smash all these bets. And this is another good bet here. Melsik, Baghdasaryan against Josh Culiabo. He dropped from a 195 to a 183. I've been all over him all week. He's a high confident pick for Loaf too. If you check the early predictions video out, he has a lot of knockouts. 5 out of 7 by knockout. 4 in the first round. He's $4 for the knockout. I'll be looking to sprinkle some money on that. I think he outstrikes Joshua Culiabo. He can out-wrestle him too. He's definitely the play here. And next up, we got Kleydson Rodrigues. I'm going to be looking to play this guy on parlays to finish 190 on Betway Sportsbook against Shannon Ross. 350 underdog. Lost his Dana White Contender Series fight by TKO to Vincia Salvador, who I think is another Brazilian. I can definitely see Rodrigues getting this one done inside the distance. It's the play for me. Shannon Ross, he's lost 2 out of the 3 of his last fights. His last win was over Donovan Freelo, 6-5. That's absolutely pathetic. This guy should not be on the card. I don't care if he's Australian or not. He's absolutely shit, mate. And he's not going to get this one done. I'm going to tip one back to that. Kleydson Rodrigues inside the distance. Let's smash it. Next up, me and Loaf disagree on this one. We got Jamie Mullarkey, hometown favorite, against Francisco Prado. And if Loaf hits this underdog, he's going to look damn good. 310, 100% finish rate, $4 on Betway Sportsbook. Loaf's placing money on that all day long. I probably will be too because it's so juicy and he has a 100% finish rate. Mullarkey, you know, he's been finished, but he has a good chin. He's durable. And I can see him finding the chin of the newcomer who's going to come out there flying, looking for the finish. Mullarkey, you know, the crowd's going to be in his favor. He's going to be hyped up for this one. I can see him getting the knockout. He has a few of them. And next up, we got my Platinum Hammer parlay piece, Jack Jenkins, inside the distance, 183. He's going to finish Don Shainis here. Glory MMA, Prodigy, James Krause and the gang. I don't think he's going to get this one done. He lost his last one by submission in the first round. And his chin, he's been knocked out as well. It's questionable. The crowd is going to be going absolutely berserk for him to get that finish, and I can definitely see it happening. So let's pull up the Platinum Hammer and let's smash it. Islam Makhachev, Jack Jenkins inside the distance. They're both 183. That's hitting all day long. You're going to be up 3 units on that one. Let's fucking go. And next up, we got the only women's fight on the card. Loma, Lookboonmee, and Elise Reed. Elise Reed's coming in as a 350 underdog. People are really counting her out here. She is questionable. Her chin, you know, she got knocked out twice in those 2 losses. And Loma Lookboonmee, she's going to be looking to strike. She's training at Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand. She's a very good striker. Elise Reed could come in here with the wrestling game plan, take down Loma Lookboonmee and get the control of time. You know, don't bet this fight. We got much better bets for you on this card. Next up, we got the last fight that me and Loaf disagreed on. Shane Young, Blake Bilder. Shane Young only has 5 decision losses and 1 knockout loss. But I think Blake Bilder's going to mix in the wrestling and sink that submission. It's $5 on Betway Sportsbook. He has 4 submissions, and his last fight was a first-round submission in the Dana White Contender Series. Loaf disagrees with me. I think Blake Bilder's going to be the real deal. You can play it money line too to be safe. It's 210. Zubaira Tukogov, Elves Brenner. Me and Loaf are both on Tukogov here. He's a solid play this week. He's the biggest favorite. Brenner is training at Chute Box, Diego Lima. Training with good guys, has 11 submissions, so you could sprinkle some money on that if anything. But Tukogov by decision, $2, Betway Sportsbook. That's the play here. He's going to mix in the wrestling. He's going to be the better striker, and he has a lot of experience to back it up. I cannot see him losing this fight, and if he does, it's going to destroy a lot of people's parlays. And now it's time for the parlays and parfaits. Make sure you drop your parlay below in the comments. Help with the algorithm. Just put hashtag UFC forecast, and if your parlay wins, we'll post it in the early picks next week at UFC Vegas 69. Our parlay, Islam Makhachev finish, Tyson Pedro finish, Jack Jenkins finish, Zubaira Tukogov money line. Let's play it smart and let's smash it. We got +7 units on that parlay there. And like I said, we're going to play it safe, so we switched the Platinum Hammer. If you're in the Patreon page, you would have had early access to that. We got Islam Makhachev by finish and Jack Jenkins by finish. It's +3 units. That's absolutely money. So let's smash that one as well. And next up, we got one of the safest parlays of the night. We got the Russian parlay, and it's Islam Makhachev money line, Zubaira Tukogov money line. This one's only going to get you a half unit back. Under-over parlay, we got Rodrigues and Emmett, over 2.5. Crute, Menifield, under 2.5. Young and Bilder, over 1.5. Tukogov and Brenner, over 1.5. We've been successful on the over-under parlay, and we're going to be successful again. We're going to give you +3 units on that one there. Moneyline Magic. We're going bigger. We're going home in Australia, I guess. We got +5 units on this parlay. We got Islam Makhachev, my lock of the week. Jack Della, Maddalena, Australian. Jack Jenkins, Australian. Zubaira Tukogov, also on the Russian parlay. Kleydson, Rodrigues. And let's tag some value in there. Melsik, Baghdasaryan. That's absolutely money. I can see all 6 of those guys winning with ease this weekend. And next up, we got our single bets. These are absolutely money. First up, this one has the least amount of value to it, but it's pretty well a lock play. And it's Jack Della, Maddalena for the knockout. He's going to knock out Randy Brown in the 2nd or 3rd round. Next single bet. Tyson Pedro for the knockout. Another hometown guy. This one's pretty valuable, though. It's $262. This is one of Lo's favorite prop bets. It's Melsik Baghdasaryan for the knockout. $4. That one's absolutely money as well. We're also going to sprinkle some money on Islam for that submission. $240. I definitely think he's going to take this fight to the ground and sink in that submission. It's going to be way too hard to strike with Volkanovski. Next up, we got the underdog play. For me, it's Alonzo Menifield for that knockout. $340. That one's juicy. I love that play there. And next up, we got Lo's underdog. Francisco Prado for the finish. It's $4. 100% finish rate, so if he's going to win this fight, it's going to be that finish. And next up, we got Los Underdog Parlay, Parker Porter money line, Melsik Baghdasaryan money line, and Francisco Prado finish. 1 unit's going to pay you back 14 units on that one there. Baghdasaryan's not a underdog anymore, but he's still a very valuable play. And next up, we got my Underdog Parlay. First one's a little sketchy. Josh Emmett money line. Me and Loaf are doing a shoey bet on that one. Parker Porter money line. That's a good play. Me and Loaf both agree on that one. Alonzo Menifield knockout. I think that hits with ease. And then we got Blake Bilder money line. Played a little bit safe. 1 unit's going to pay you back 35 units on that Underdog Parlay there. And make sure to jump on board that Patreon page. It's only $5 a month. You get early access to all of our bets, parlays. We post all of our bets out there a week in advance of each card. You know, you would have definitely made your money this month. There was 4 cards this month. So $5 a month, you know, that's pretty cheap. We really appreciate that support. We're going to smash the Platinum Hammer again. We're going to smash Thunder over Parlay. We're going to smash all these bets. And stay tuned for next week at UFC Vegas 69. The early prediction video is going to have all the UFC forecast parlay winners. Can't wait to see who you guys are taking this week at UFC 284. Don't forget to drop your comments below. Smash the like button. Suplex the subscribe button. Really appreciate that support.